Hey Captains, welcome back. CG Cage here bringing you another update. Today's video, I'm going to be going over ground DPS build. For some of you new guys that are new to STO, wondering about a ground build, this is definitely the video for you. Let me first start off by saying if you haven't subscribed or hit that alert button yet, go ahead and do so you can stay up to date on all the latest STO news and build ideas for ground and space. So let's get into it. Now with this build, everything in this build minus 2 items you can get from the energy credits or like the weapon and the gambling device, which we'll go over in a little bit. You can get the gambling device with energy credits as well, but the weapon I'm using anyway is a Lobi weapon, which costs 50 Lobi. And we'll go over this weapon in a little bit as well. I just wanted to put that out there, but everything else is either from your fleet or from purchasing with energy credits. So let's get into this. First, we'll go over kit modules. Rally Cry, which every tactical captain is going to have. It's definitely a must and upgrade. So 2 foes, 20% chance to expose foes within a 25 meter radius, excuse me. Also 2 team and self for 15 seconds, plus 30.9 hit points, plus 71.2 all damage resistance, plus 7% crit chance, and plus 70% crit severity with a 1 minute and 32.3 second recharge. And this is upgraded. So your guys that are, just getting it or just slotting it in, they're going to be off just a little bit. But once you get it upgraded, it should read the same. And this doesn't upgrade to epic, so don't waste your upgrades on it. It only upgrades to ultra. Second slot, trajectory bending, which you also buy with energy credits. Now upgraded to epic, has 101.4 crit severity for 10 seconds. All weapon attacks will cause flanking damage against the foe for 10 seconds, regardless of your attack angle, which is a bonus, especially if you have skills that involve flanking damage. That'll stack with it. Next kit module, ambush. I really feel like ambush is another must-have. And this one doesn't upgrade to epic either. It upgrades to ultra rare. Single tack damage buff, plus 266.3% bonus all damage for 15 seconds, plus 260.4 stealth for 15 seconds. So that helps. 20% chance automatically refresh ambush for 5 seconds when expired by outgoing damage, and that's got a 46.2 second recharge. Photonic overcharge is one you buy with energy credits. Ambush as well, you buy with energy credits. Photonic overcharge, 2 self, plus 50% crit severity for 15.2 seconds. 2 self, your attack deals an additional 15% damage, max 100, as radiation damage for 15 seconds. And again, your stats might be a little bit different. I think though, in this one, the only one that changes is the time. Like the 15.2, the active time, I think that's the only thing that changes. That extends out, once you get up to epic, then it lasts longer to the 15.2. That has a 23.1 second recharge. And then MUD's time device that you get from your rep, you get that from Discovery, from the Discovery rep. And the cool thing about the MUD's time of device is applying a buff lasting 30 seconds that if you would die, instead of returning to where you were, instead you return to where you were when you activated the device. Heal, lose all threat, and the effect ends. Now, the other thing that's really good about this for all your other kit modules is if you use a kit module, causes other kit modules to recover cooldown equal to 15% of the used kit module recharge time. When the effect ends, apply a 25-second recharge reduced by kit readiness. And we'll go over some of the skills the way I have them set to, so you can have that kit readiness in there to help with the 25-second recharge. The kit, which you buy with energy credits from the exchange, the Delta Expedition Tactical Kit. This one has 21, and it's upgraded to Epic. This one has 21.3% crit severity, and then plus 31.9 weapon proficiency, which improves ground weapons, and we'll go over all that in the skills too. Plus 31.9 armor, expert, plus 63.8 kit performance, and plus 31.9 health regen. The body armor you get from your fleet, and if you're not in a fleet high enough, you know, ask around, see if you can hop in a fleet. I know Warbirds of the New Republic, they're a good tier 5 fleet you can join and help them out, and they help you out, you know. So the Advanced Fleet Recoil Compensating Armor, you want to get the one, there's a couple different ones and it gets a little confusing. You want to get the one that has crit D, HP res, and res all ×2. Now once this upgraded to Epic, it added the HP. They added another HP. So this has plus 27 all damage resistance, plus 67.5 physical damage resistance, 67.5 kinetic resistance, 45 energy damage resistance, and plus 182.4 maximum hit points. But here's the thing, is the plus 80% crit severity, which is huge. Now the shields, this is a 2-piece set, and you get it from running a mission. And the mission is in Future Proof. It's in chapter Future Proof. Story Temporal Front. You run this mission twice. And at the end, when you're selecting your reward, you select the Not Cool Temporal Operative Personal Shield. And you select the weapon, the Not Cool Temporal Operative Assault. And I'll show you why here in a second. The shields, 673 maximum shield capacity, 10% bleed through, rapidly regenerates after not taking damage for 3 seconds, 2 seconds if crouched. Reduce all energy damage to shields by 15%. When shields drop below 10%, automatically applies Time Slip once every 60 seconds. So Time Slip's cool because once your health starts going down, you'll see it, you'll go into the Time Slip, and what happens is it summons a level 65 distortion for 10 seconds. While that's active, you are immune to all damage and invisible to enemies. So they can't see you, but you're still dishing out damage. The weapon, now the weapon just needs to be slotted. You don't have to use it. If you want to use it, it's a good weapon. You can. I just have mine slotted just for the 2-piece bonus. The 2-piece bonus is right here. And it's passive. So plus 2% crit chance and plus 30% crit severity. So that's why I have it slotted. The gambling device you can get with either Lobby or you can buy from the exchange. The gambling device, when it's active, when you win, you get plus 10% crit chance, plus 10% severity, and plus 15 dodge. Now, if you lose, the lose effect only lasts for 1 minute, but you can re-roll. Which means you can click it again after like 25 seconds. So you don't have to actually wait the whole 1 minute. If you win and you get the plus 10 chance, plus 10 severity, and the dodge, then it lasts for an hour. So like I don't have mine active right now. And you see my crit chance is at 13% and my crit severity is at 237.3. I don't consider this my baseline because I always have my gambling device active. And see, there's a lose. So we just wait. Okay, so it's 30 seconds and then we'll click it again. So when you lose, see, you lose 10 on each. So if I was to go into a ground mission in battle right now, I would only have 3% chance and 227.3 severity. It would go up obviously because of my kit modules. Once they pop and they're active, then that would go up. Okay, let's click again. And there's a win. See, and how the win lasts for 58 minutes, right? So an hour. And now my crit chance is at 23% and my crit severity is at 247.3. So a gambling device is another good way to get your crit up. Duty officers. Let's go over the ground duty officers real quick. So because I'm using the ambush kit module, right? I'm using a duty officer that's going to play into that. So ambush has a chance to reapply when consumed by outgoing damage, right? I'm also using an armory officer, doubles chance to expose target. It's always good to expose the targets. Security officer, that's just a chance to beam in additional security teams, which is this right here, which is always good to have backup, right? I'm also using an assault squad officer, chance for stacking crit severity buff on firing ranged weapons. And I'm running 2 of these because they are very important for this build. Because this build is also dealt off range. So the farthest you can be to engage an enemy, the better. And I'll go over that in a little bit as well. And the last one, target optics, debuffs enemy damage resistance. Now, let's go over some of the skills that I have set. So, with this build, I do not use any of the endurance or armor and any of this or any of the shield stuff. You're just wanting to use the weapons category and the kit category, right? So, weapon proficiency is a total skill bonuses is a plus 60. Total damage increase from skill is plus 30%. Weapon criticals. Total critical chance bonus plus 3.6%. Total crit severity plus 12%. Another plus 40 criticals. Total critical chance bonus plus 6%. Total crit severity plus 20%. Also using weapon expert, which is total damage increase from skills plus 50%. Weapon penetration is plus 6 on armor penetration. And then the number 2 for improved weapon penetration takes it to plus 10. On the kit stuff, we're using Kit Performance Expert. So damage output, duration of control, duration of buffs, health and or shield constriction. Yeah. The kit efficiency, total ability bonus is plus 12% for the first one. And for the second one is plus 20%. Also, Kit Performance Master, which is the number 2 of this one. Traits. Now, these traits you can get from the exchange. And we'll get to those. So, Ambush Fighter, right? Dealing a flanking weapon hit, apply 100% crit chance to self for 5 seconds, 20-second recharge, right? So on flanking weapon attack, gain 100% crit chance for 5 seconds, and it'll pop every 20 seconds. Lucky, obviously, every tactical guy will have this. Plus 3% crit chance, plus 10% increase chance to expose. Let's do Sniper is one you get from the exchange and you get with energy credits. And this is where all the range stuff comes in, right? So bonus damage for all weapons based on range, plus 5% bonus at 20 meters and up to 25% bonus at 40 meters. So once you check your weapon, and I'll show you if you don't know where, once you check your weapon, then you can see the range and you'll know how far. And I'll show you, I'll give you info on an alternative weapon, the weapon I was using before the Herald, which you can also get from the exchange with energy credits. So again, this is 5% bonus at 20 meters and up to 25% bonus at 40 meters, and that is the Sniper trait. And you get that from the exchange with energy credits. Let's go over this one. Strike Team Specialist, plus 40% chance. 40% chance plus 2.5% critical chance when attacking, right? So that's pretty self-explanatory. So when you're attacking, there's a 40% chance you're going to gain plus 2.5 critical chance. Terran Vision is one you get from the exchange, and this one is awesome because it gives you 15% crit severity. Incoming critical hits reduce your speed by 10%, which we'll go over this in a minute because this is a control effect, right? So they're putting a control effect on you because they're reducing your run speed or rooting you by 10% for 5 seconds. And when that happens, you get plus 15% crit severity. Being critically hit reduces speed by 10% max once in 15 seconds. That is Terran Vision. Another one from the exchange that you can get with energy credits is Vicious. Vicious is another must-have. The longer you remain in combat, the more you are capable of effectively inflicting damage to your foes. Every several seconds, your damage output and crit severity will increase up to a max of 5 stacks. All stacks of this buff will be lost when you leave combat. So as long as you're engaged, you're fine. So for 6 seconds in combat, max of 5 stacks, you get plus 1.5% bonus all damage and plus 6% crit severity. And this one is called Vicious. Another one that's good to have is Brutal Impetuous. Ground trait, obviously. You and your teammates getting kills will grant you a short duration of damage bonus. So whenever you or your teammate kills something, you get plus 5% all damage for 10 seconds, and that stacks 3 times. So once it stacks 3 times, you're getting plus 15% all damage. And then if your partners or somebody else on the team is also running brutal impetuous, then those stacks are going to bounce off each other. So you're going to be doing more damage. For kit creative, which comes in your standard traits, it's plus 30 kit performance. And field technician, which also comes in your standard traits, is plus 50 kit readiness. So you want your kit to be up and running as much as possible. Hence the MUD's time device to help with the cooldown, decrease the recharge times of your kit modules. Now, let's do it like this. I'll show you. The trajectory bending, right? This one. And ambush fighter. They kind of play off each other, and I'll show you. So, with trajectory bending, plus 101.4, plus 101.4% crit severity for 10 seconds, right? All weapon attacks will cause flanking damage against foes for 10 seconds regardless of your attack angle. So, and it's ambush fighter, sorry. Ambush fighter. Okay, so this one, on trajectory bending, all weapon attacks will cause flanking damage against foes for 10 seconds regardless of your attack angle. Now, on ambush fighter, on flanking weapon attacks gain 100% crit chance for 5 seconds. So with those playing off each other, all weapon attacks causes flanking damage to foes for 10 seconds, and on flanking weapon attack gain 100% crit chance. So when this is active, no matter what angle you are, you're causing flanking damage, and then on flanking weapon hit, you're gaining 100% crit chance for 5 seconds. 2 other ones are let's see if we find it. It's going to be Terran Vision and it's going to be, it's Terran Vision. And we'll go over the rest of these ground reps in a second. But Terran Vision and Reprisal, right? So Reprisal says, and I have rank 2, and if you don't have rank 2, that's fine. Once you get to tier 6 in your reputation, you'll unlock the rank 2. So you'll have rank 1, it'll just be Reprisal. And then once you unlock tier 6 in your reputation, then it'll go to rank 2. So when affected by a control effect, gain plus 43.8% crit severity for 5 seconds, right? When controlled, gain crit severity. Terran Vision says incoming critical hits reduce your speed by 10% for 5 seconds. That is a control effect, right? So being critically hit reduces speed by 10%, but when that happens, you get another plus 15% crit severity. So once you're controlled, you gain the 15% from Terran Vision, and you get the plus 43.8% crit severity for 5 seconds from Reprisal. So you want to look how you can match things up, right? So between the duty officers, the ability, the ground traits, and the ground reputation traits. Now the rest of these ground reps, deadly aim, which is 20% crit severity. And again, if you're not tier 6, it'll be off a little bit. It won't be 20% because it'll be rank 1. But once you get tier 6, it'll go up to rank 2, and that's with all of these. So at rank 2, deadly aim, 20% crit severity. Also have lethality, 5% crit chance, magnified armaments, plus 6.3% bonus all damage. And then again, the reprisal when affected by a control effect, the plus 43.8% crit severity. So like I said, you want all of your, you want to mix and match, but you want things to play off each other, right? So you have the ambush, this guy, which goes off the ambush ground trait or ambush kit module. And then you have the chance for stacking crit severity when firing ranged weapons. And that goes with the sniper trait, right? Bonus all damage. Bonus damage for all weapons based on range. And to look at your range on your weapon, right? So you right click it, more details, and right here, this weapon will do, max effective range of this weapon is 35 meter range. Now I was going to tell you the other weapon that I was using before this one is the TR sniper rifle. If you, and I can't remember the full like name, but I know it's TR something. If you just Google STO TR sniper rifle, it'll tell you what it is. But that one will go up to 40 meters, I believe. And it's a good weapon. The TR sniper rifle is what I was using before. This Herald, which is a Lobi weapon. And again, that's 50 Lobi. But well worth it. And you see on here where it says 40% chance, right? The 2.5% critical chance when attacking. And that plays off of our stuff because it's just adding it to the weapon, right? 7.5% chance, 10% crit severity buff, 2 self for 15 seconds, stacks 3 times. And these are the duty officers that I showed you because there's 2 of them, right? And then another 7.5% crit chance, another 7.5% chance to add 10% crit severity for 15 seconds. So it's a good weapon. And like I said, this is a really, really good ground build. And it's, you know, fairly cheap as far as in-game money goes. And you see here with my gambling device on roll, and it's at 43 minutes. I'm still at 23% chance and 247.3 severity, and that's cold. What I mean by cold is no active kit modules or anything. Now if I was to activate those, right, now the crit chance jumps 30. You see the severity 550. The crit chance is at 37.5, right? So crit severity peaked at 556 that round. So it just depends, really, you know. And like I said, it's a good ground build. It's easy to get. You know, 2 of the items, the Nakul shields and weapon, you get from running the mission. You just have to run the mission twice. The mission is in chapter Future Proof, and it is Temporal Front. You just run that twice. Pick the shields and then the weapon. Don't worry about the armor, because you're going to want to use the armor from the fleet. The kit frame you get from the exchange for energy credits. Mud's time device you get from the Discovery reputation. photonic overcharge from the exchange, ambush from the exchange, and trajectory bending from the exchange. And I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe every tactical captain should have rally cry. I think they come with it. But that's it, guys. If you guys have any questions or whatever, you know, hit me up in the comments. I'll be sure to get back to you as quick as possible. And again, hit that subscribe and alert button so you can stay notified on more ground builds or ship builds. I'm going to be doing a video next week. I'm putting together a Zot Vash ground build. So stay tuned for that next week. And as always, captains, happy hunting.